So you say you can have a woman who'll obey your every command, but you'd rather have a woman who has an opinion?
Only dogs are to obey. If you truly love your wife, you will value her opinion.
Hippopotamus shit! You're the heir to the throne of Zamunda. Your wife need only have a pretty face, a firm backside, and big breasts like cassava melon.
So you would share your bed and your fortune with a beautiful fool.
That is the way it has always been with men of power. It is tradition.
It is also tradition that times must and always do change, my friend. Excuse me.
What can I do with you, boy?
Can you make my hair look like this?
Hey, boy, why you so worried about how you look anyway?
Well, I am trying to gain the interest of a certain young lady.
I ain't never heard no woman giving no man no loving just 'cause his hair look good.
That's right.
Is this American Girl?
Yes.
You got to go through a papa. See, that's a big misconception. People don't know that about American women. Ain't got nothing to do with your hair or your pocket. You get in good with American woman's father, you in good with her. Ain't that right?
He ain't lying.
That's right. You get in good with the father, you home free. Mm-hmm, home free.
Like a bird.
Alright, let's start off with point one, some buddies, okay? So, this is Eddie Murphy, he's Akeem, coming to America. Who doesn't know this movie? So, he is already betrothed to a woman who, from probably the moment she was born, was already told and trained how to just simply be with the king and obey all of his commands. I think in some countries that's still the case. Now, is there something wrong with that? Oh, in Akeem's situation, he prefers someone with their own opinion. But, as Arsenio Hall said, that it's tradition, okay? Now, I am Mexican, and in my community, the man tends to go out and earn a living, and the woman stays home to take care of the house and the kids, and prepare meals when her man is back, you know, take care of house, okay? That's how I grew up, because I saw my mom do this. And I'm actually that kind of person. I have no problem taking care of the home, even though I'm sure there's some Mexican men laughing at me now, but no, I like tending the home. But my wife is not fully Mexican, and she's American. She doesn't tend the home as well as she probably could. I know there's some people probably looking at me like, did he really say that? Hey, let me know in the comment section what you think about this, especially you ladies. But I wouldn't have minded having a traditional woman that would take care of house and home. Now, with the second part of this, which was getting in good with the father. So I have two boys, so I'm not gonna be able to experience this, you know. A guy trying to schmooze me for my daughter, so I can't wait to hear what Jay says. But I wonder how much credence we can give this, okay? There are couples that leave the parents out of this, and it's nothing to do with maybe they don't like the partner that they chosen. No, bottom line is, if you like someone, you know, damn everyone else what they say. If they don't like it, I mean, love is love. But if you do end up being in a serious relationship and taking that forever step of marriage, guess what? The family is going to be a part of your life, and it is better to get along with your in-laws, because two situations on my end. I get along with my in-laws very well. They love me. But my family wasn't crazy about my wife for whatever reason. So I saw the dynamic, and it's always better if you can have the in-laws like you rather than not. So for guys, hey, if it takes moozing the father to get to the daughter, in love, okay? In pure love. I'm talking pure love, alright? I know Jay's right there, so pure love. I think the only way you can get to Jay is if you get in there and be a diehard Rams fan, because that's what he is, alright? Talk sports, and maybe, just maybe, you got a shot. And not to mention letting him beat you in Madden. So, I think I just gave you guys some ideas there.
All tradition is not good tradition. And it just reminded me of stuff in Bridgerton, because it's kind of similar circumstances. But what they did in the beginning of this movie, where he met who he was arranged to be married to, and she kept saying, I'll do whatever you want, and all that kind of stuff. So he would like do X, Y, and Z, bark like a dog, hop on one leg, and he didn't respect her. And I always hated that scene because I didn't like how he was treating her that way. Like, she was a dog. It's like, do this, do that, just obey what I say. I never liked that part of the movie. I always felt some type of way about that. At the second part of the video where the guy was like, you getting good with the father, you're set. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. I can't have you suck up to me, try and get with my daughter. Because if someone's fake and phony, trust me, the parent will see it. Me, I'm gonna call you out. I don't got time to play around. If I don't like you, I'm gonna let you know I don't like you. I will let my kids know when they're old enough to start dating and bringing people to the house for us to meet. I'm gonna say up front, probably not while the person's there unless they piss me off, but I will let my kids know, yay or nay. Now, I'm not going to stop them from pursuing anything because that's going to make them want to do it more. So I'll just let them learn and let that person show their true colors, because everyone does it sooner or later. So no, you want to be in good with the parents, yes, but if you're sucking up just to be with someone's kid, no, that's just not going to work, and I think it's just stupid. But yeah, so don't even listen to that advice about getting in good with the father if you're trying to pursue their daughter. It's not going to work, because most likely a father who has a daughter, he's not going to like the dude they bring home anyway. I don't care who it is. I don't care how Christ-like they are. They ain't gonna like you, okay? Because remember, fathers were young men at one point, so we know how young men think, okay? So it's not the case. You have to prove it to me that you're a good person trying to be with my daughter. Just saying. But granted, they ain't gonna happen for 30 years because I ain't letting that happen. Yeah, I mean, so take that for what it is. But no, but in all seriousness, be yourself. If you're a good person, that will flow and show. But if you're playing games, that will show as well. And then, depending on the parent, you may not be discovered by the authorities. I'm just saying.